Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening and welcome to Pinky Studio. Today we have a reported title Case Study of Food Safety Violation Lesson Learned. I am Nurul Aini and tonight we are highlighting an issue that affects every one of us, which is food safety. Every day we eat out at restaurant, food stall, night market or school's canteen. But how often do we stop and ask if the food we are eating truly safe and clean? Food safety refers to the practice that ensures the food we consume doesn't harm our health. This includes how food is stored, prepared, and handled, following strict standards like HACCP, which is Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, and regulations such as the Food Act 1983 and Food Regulation 1985. However, the reality on the ground tells us different story. In recent years, there have been a rising number of food-related incidents, contaminated food, food poisoning, and poor hygiene practices across various food establishments. This raises a serious question: what is the current state of food poisoning in Malaysia, and how serious is the impact on public health? For more in this, we turn to my co-anchor, Wahida, who will share the latest statistics and real-life cases of food safety violations.
Thank you to our news anchor, Aini. To answer that question, yes, food poisoning in Malaysia is getting more serious. In 2024 alone, there were over 1,300 reported cases. That means on average, more than 3 people get food poisoning every day. According to the Ministry of Health, the rate of cases reached 51 per 1,100 people. Selangor recorded the highest number, which is over 2,600 cases that mostly in school canteens and food stalls. The main causes include the food not stored at the right temperature, cross-contamination between raw and cooked food, and dirty equipment, and also the poor hygiene. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not just about cleanliness, it is about saving life. In December last year, a 54-year-old woman died after eating an egg sandwich that she bought at the R&R Pricing stop along the East Coast Highway. She had vomiting and diarrhea for hours. Later, she became unconscious and sadly passed away. Early investigation found that the sandwich was probably made too early and not stored safely. It didn't follow the food safety rules such as HACCP and the Food Regulation 1985. So just one sandwich, one mistake, and one life lost. So this case shows that even a small mistake in food handling can lead to a big tragedy. Because of this, the authorities are urged to tighten our food safety enforcement. At the same time, we, the public, must be more careful with what we eat and where we get our food from. Because food safety is not a luxury, it is a basic right for everyone.
Hi, I have a question for you. Have you or someone you know ever experienced food poisoning after eating out, like at a mama store or outside eatery? If so, did you report it to the authorities like the local council or Ministry of Health?
Yes, one of my friend got food poisoning after eating roti canai with curry at Mama restaurant. So the next day, she told me that she had severe vomiting and diarrhea, and then she going to the clinic and got IV fluids. When I taken back at the Mama restaurant, I realized that the curry was not hot. It's like lukewarm. And then I also see that the staff or the workers at the Mama restaurant, they do not wear gloves when they are serve the food, and also the food on the table was not uncovered. So I think that's a reason why my friend got food poisoning.
Hi.
Hi.
I have one question.
Can.
Have you ever experienced food poisoning after eating out, for example, at a mama restaurant or roadside stall? If so, have you ever reported to the authorities such as the local council, TBT, or the Ministry of Health, KKM?
I think yes. I have experienced food poisoning at a roadside stall with my friend, and then we together had a stomachache and vomiting. So we reported to the Ministry of Health, which is KKM, and the local authorities. The purpose was to ensure that the action was taken and the food vendors become more aware of hygiene. And then since that, I and my friend become more careful when choosing where to eat. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Alright, we continue with proposed solutions. Based on the findings from several case studies that have been reviewed, violations of food safety standards have been proven to pose significant impacts, including critical health risks and even death to consumers and the general public. To prevent undesirable and harmful incidents, several solutions have been outlined through food standards and management system adopted in Malaysia. These include HACCP, GMP MS 1500-2019, ISO 20000 and GHP. These standards aim to manage, control and ensure the safety and quality of food at every stage of production. According to the Malaysian Halal Food Standard MS 1500-2019, there are several key aspects that must be complied with by halal food producers. Among them are number 1, cleanliness and sanitation, as emphasized in Food Act 1983 and MS 1500-2019. Compliance with cleanliness, hygienic processing and control of cross-contamination is mandatory to ensure the purity and safety of halal food. Number 2, auditing and monitoring. Authorities are required to conduct regular audits to ensure continuous compliance with halal and food safety standards. And the last, enforcement and penalties of the Food Act 1983 details penalties including fines and imprisonment for any party that violates food safety regulations. In conclusion, the recent increase in reported food poisoning incidents in Malaysia clearly highlights the importance of adhering to food safety standards such as MS 1500-2019, HACCP and GMP. Compliance with these standards not only ensures the quality of halal food that is clean and safe for consumption, but it is also a crucial step in protecting the health and life of consumers from serious illnesses that in some cases can be fatal. Therefore, the role of all parties, food operators, enforcement authorities and consumers is vital to ensure that food safety continues to be upheld. I am Suitable Myra binti Muhammad Tanizi reporting for Girls News. Assalamualaikum and warm regards.